So I told you all in a recent video that I had the best freaking idea I've had in 20 years. It just came to me the other day. So let me tell you my problem. I'm going to tell you what my idea is, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix the problem. So you all have seen my office. You've seen my house over and over. For the past 6 years on my YouTube channel, you have seen my house. And you know that we have 3 dogs, Lola, Maxie, and Pollux. The problem is, I am currently standing in my office, which is where I spend the majority of my day, sitting right there at my computer working. So the way that our house is laid out, my office is facing the front of the house, and it has 3 huge floor to ceiling windows. Then you have the front door, which is flanked by windows. Then you have the dining room, which also 3 huge floor to ceiling windows, which is fantastic. We get tons of natural light. It's bright and airy and open, and that's one of the reasons I love having my office right here. I also love it that my dogs hang out in my office with me. What I don't love, however, is the fact that the dogs lay in their beds, lay on the couch, Lola lays in my chair, and they watch outside all day long. Pollux lays under the dining room table, and he keeps an eye on what's going on outside. If anything moves, a car, a squirrel, a bird, a jogger, a walker, anything, Maxie starts barking, which sets off Pollux barking, which now sets off Lola barking, and it just becomes a free-for-all. It is total chaos in my house, and this barking will go on for minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, who knows? And I cannot take it anymore, you all. So the other day, I was talking to Randy about, okay, something has got to change. I've got to figure this out. And I told you all that we have tried everything I can think of. We bought those little machines that when a dog barks, it puts off a high-pitched sound supposed to deter the dog from barking. It does not. We tried a bark collar where I have a remote control, so if Maxie starts barking, I can make it beep or vibrate or shock him. He doesn't care. He's just going to keep on barking. I can try to reprimand the dogs. I can try to get them to pay attention to me and give them a treat and be good and reward them. I'm telling you, nothing works. Maxie is a miniature schnauzer. It is in their DNA. They're going to bark when they see things. So I was trying to come up with another solution. I'd thought about putting curtains up on the windows. I don't want to do that. I want the light. I need the light. I can't even imagine living in a house where the curtains are closed all the time. That's a hard no. So I came in here to my desk, I sat down, and I asked ChatGPT, hey, whatever your name is, give me 10 different ways that I can stop my dogs from barking when they see something outside. And this is exactly what ChatGPT told me. So I'm reading through it. I'm like, no, I've done that. That's not going to work. Seen that before. And then bingo, there was my answer. Something I had never heard before, something I've never considered, never even occurred to me. It is the most simple answer. It is easy to do. I got on Amazon. I ordered this product. It showed up yesterday, and Randy and I are doing it today. And what is that answer you said? It is to put a frosted film on the windows. Oh yes, think about that. Just think about that. If the windows in my office and in the dining room are frosted, that means I still get the light. I can still see outside, but the dogs aren't going to know what's going on outside, and they are not going to bark. So do not panic. I'm not going to frost my entire window, and I tested this theory for a couple days. So let me tell you exactly what I'm going to do. So I decided before I ordered this frosting for the windows, I wanted to test my theory. What would happen if the dogs truly could not see outside? So I took pieces of paper and I covered my windows halfway up, and for 3 days, the dogs did not bark. It was glorious. It was silent. It was lovely. They couldn't see, therefore there was nothing to bark at. And there was even at one point yesterday, I took this video of all 3 dogs in my office. Amazon delivery truck was in my driveway coming back and forth to my front door. The dogs never saw him. They didn't bark. It was wonderful. There was one occasion when FedEx pulled up in front of our house, and the only reason Pollux reacted is because he heard the FedEx truck, but he did not see the FedEx truck. And when he heard it, he ran to the dining room window to look out, couldn't see it, turned around and came back. That's it, y'all. So I got on Amazon, did a little research, found a frosted film that you easily apply to your glass. You can take it off if you don't like it or if it doesn't work. It's not permanent at all. And it comes in a roll like this. So I'd measured the width of my windows and the height and how many windows I'm going to do so that I ordered the correct roll. Y'all, so cheap. It was like $14. That's it. And this is a frosting that you absolutely can get the light through. It's just going to hopefully distort the image enough that the dogs won't realize that there's something outside for them to bark at. Now, I don't want to cover the entire window. I need to be able to see out. So I'm only going to go up halfway, and our windows have that permanent like grid in the window. So the plan is to measure up and have this film properly cut so that it lines up with one of those grid lines. So from the outside, hopefully you won't realize that we put frosting on the windows, and from the inside, it's going to look nice and clean and professional. So here's a look at our window. I'm only going to apply the film up to here, which is halfway, and have it meet exactly where this grid line is so that it looks nice and clean. And we're going to do the exact same thing in the dining room. So see, our windows go all the way up. I'm just going to frost it to the midpoint so that these guys can't see out anymore. So we're going to do my office first, then we're going to do the dining room. And if this product really does stop the dogs, I'm probably going to end up putting frosting on the glass around the front door too. That glass is only this wide, and they normally don't just stand there and look out of it. But if they realize, I can't see out here and I can't see out here, and they start hanging out at the front door, I will frost that glass. Come here, Moo. Let's talk about it. Come here, Maxer. Come here. Let's talk about it. So he's the culprit. Maxie is the little barker. He is the one, we call him the mayor. That's his nickname. He is the one that is constantly surveying the outside. He sleeps with one eye open so that he can keep an eye on what is happening outside. Right, Moo? And then when he barks, so does everybody else. So we're getting ready to get started on the windows. The instructions say first, prep your window. So along with the roll came this little scraper tool, and you just scrape it across your window to make sure that there's no bits of anything on your window, which can cause bubbles in the frost. And then I'm going to clean my windows really well, make sure that they're totally dry. Randy's already measured everything, and the frost comes in different size widths. So this is the perfect width for my window, and then I just measured and got the correct length so that when we cut it, we have enough to do all of our windows. So I'm going to get the windows clean, dry. Randy's going to start measuring and cut everything, and then we're going to apply this. So I'm just going to do one window at a time, because if I do more than one, right, Pollux, you're going to put your nose right there. When Mom moves on to the next window, that's a no-go. So one window at a time. The frosted film itself comes with grid marks on it, so we just measured the window, and they even send you this little X-Acto knife. So Randy's just cutting it to fit. Lola, ma'am, what are you being so loud about, girl? You got a bone? You playing with your little bone? She wants to take the bone outside, but y'all, it's pouring down rain. So she got to play inside today. Let it stick your leg hair. Ready? Let me pull it down. Oh, you've got it longer than it needs to be?
Yeah.
So you're going to cut it on the window?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the windows look really good. After Randy got the hang of it doing the first one, he zipped right through the second two. We went outside, looked at what it looked like from the outside in. You could barely even tell that there was frosting on the window. I was really afraid that from the outside our house was going to look like, what did they do to their window? Y'all, you can barely tell. I took a really quick video for you because it is raining. Tomorrow we'll go out when the sun is out, hopefully, and get a much better view. But honestly, you cannot tell it. And there's a car going by. Like when I ducked down to look through the frosted part, I could not even see that car going by. This is really great. So the dogs are chill. We've just had our little snack of nuts and bolts, and now we're going to move in and do the dining room. But it was super easy to put on. Literally all you do, clean your window, measure, cut the trim that's in a roll, pull the backing off. You spray your window with a mixture of water and soap, stick the frost on there, and then take a squeegee and work out the air bubbles, and it dries on its own, and there it is. So I just cannot believe that I cannot take credit. I did not come up with this idea. It was 100% Chat GPT that gave me this idea. Thank you so much to whoever the AI person is out there that I was, I don't really even know who I'm talking to when you talk to AI. You're talking to like nobody, like, is it robots? Who are you talking to? I don't know, but it worked. So, hey, thanks for the idea. I'll link the exact window frosting that I used in the description box. You can go on there and see the different sizes that it's available in. I just measured and bought the roll that fit my window and how many windows I was going to do, and it was super easy. So if you have barky dogs like I do, consider this idea. So I wanted to pop in at the end of this video and give you an update. We have now had the frosting on our windows for 3 full days. And of course, as soon as I start talking, all the dogs are right here playing. But y'all, it has been so quiet. Now, a couple of times, like I said earlier in the video, Pollux did hear like the truck pull up or somebody put a package on the front door, and he did run to the door and bark just a second, but they couldn't see what was going on. So the barking, actually Maxie didn't know what was going on, so the barking did not escalate. Let me show you what's going on right now. This happens. As soon as I start talking, moo, they start playing. Y'all, really? A little hot, Pollux. Get him, Lola. You show him who's boss around here, ma'am. So I took a video for you all so that you can see what it looked like inside our house when the sun was shining yesterday. And I also took a video. Lola! Wow. Wow. And I also took a video from outside of our house so that you can see what the full front of our house looked like. You can barely detect the frosting. So it was a good thing to do. Now, if I could just get them not to bark when they play, that would be key, right? See y'all later.